Hey guys, my name is Thana and welcome to my channel. Today I've got this. Oh, this is where I do a monologue about saying about cars and stuff and whatnot and what it is. But I want to say this. See here, Audi. Ooh, Audi's back, and that's the future of Audi. Come on, guys, I'll show you what this is. The e-tron GT, magnificent. So you saw me drooling over the Audi e-tron GT, and I think to begin with, you got to begin with how it looks. Let's just turn the camera around and go through the looks of the car before we get inside. And I think the looks is something that is they did a better job than Taycan, unfortunately. I'll tell you why. So look, now this is it, the Audi e-tron GT, and this is the low spec version of it. Come on, guys, think about this. This is the low spec version, and that says something. On the Taycan, I think the Taycan's look and feel and how it kind of sits on the road, it feels a little more feminine than what this is. The Audi e-tron GT, just pure muscle car stance. You know, look at the lights, look at the grille, look at the side. Let you sit in awe now. This is nothing to do with the Audi R8 or TT. You know, the whole lines of the car is totally different. It just, I don't know, I feel emotion when I look at the car's design, and this one has it. There is just something else. And when you just ignore for a while, if I just cover this there, this looks proper two-door. It's a proper two-door looking car, but actually it's not. It's actually four doors, you can see there. And to do that, one of the things that happen is that the rear, I'll open the rear now. The rear has to be this massive door just to cover that arch line, to cover over the wheels. But it's a small thing to complain about because I think it looks fantastic. Okay, charging ports, obviously there are two charging ports like they have in the Taycan, because again, same chassis. On the right side of the car, you've got AC. Okay, on the left side, you've got DC. So DC you'll know because they have got this extra plugs down there, and that gives you the extra charging capacity. Okay. Okay. Vents. Let's cover vents. It has proper vents, as you can see there. Proper vents to I don't know, I guess let stuff from the tire go out. Because I don't get this though. Because think about this, I get the vents over here. These vents help to cool down the brakes because it goes in and cools on the brakes. But on that side, what happened was that when I was driving the car, all that mud and all that stuff ended up being on the door. So good thing, bad thing, I don't know, but it's the car's design. They sit on this beautiful Pirelli tires, and although they are 20-inch, I must say they are very, very comfortable. And I think maybe it's to do with the shocks. Not really sure what's happening there, but there are some fancy shocks inside there. I've got a feeling they are Magna, right? Not really sure, correct me if I'm wrong. 245 45 20, very nice. And it's big disc, and of course Audi carbide calipers, fantastic. Okay, lights. Through Audi form, Audi is a magnificent artist when it comes to lights. They know how to sculpt their lights, and this is no exception. Fantastic. Down here you got some cameras. I believe these are for radar as well as distance, and it does all your anti-collision and all the stuff very, very well. At night, if you were to turn on the lights, there's a bit of a spectacle. It happens in the dance, and it's quite beautiful to see. You go on the side profile. Oh, gorgeous, right? I always love the A7. I think this is kind of a something to come to replace the A7's body line and marketplace. Beautiful. rear, you've got this almost singular piece of light, which is actually three piece, one center and one on the right. And when you lock and unlock, I believe even daytime you can see something. This is the alarm, this is the key, focus there. Okay, let's lock. Oh, look at that, let's unlock now. Okay, yeah, beautiful. Diffusers on the bottom there, but no exhaust obviously, because this is Audi e-tron GT, pure EV power, guys. Okay, the rear, I thought this was a spoiler, but it's not. I believe this is like a glass bit here. But open up the hood, sorry, the bonnet. It's over there. Okay, what, 300 plus liters of storage space. Not too big, but I guess because this is almost like a hatchback, the seats in the back fold back. It's not too bad because you get this whole empty space for you to go and put stuff in. Let's lock it. Okay, lock. Okay, let's go inside, guys. Welcome to the inside of the Audi e-tron GT. Same, let's begin with the cluster. The cluster is where I think I'm always a fanboy of Audi for their cluster and the usability, guys. Think about this. BMW does S shit with their clusters. Audi does a way better job. I mean, there's so much more stuff in there that you can actually see. Think about this. You can now look at your, so obviously on this menu here, you see 103 is my range there. If I scroll down, I can see my range, I can see my consumption, my short-term memory, my long-term memory, my driver assist for driving, or I can go to, I can change the view again. This view gives me the kind of this view or this view, a different type of view set. This is for my media, if I've got media playing, songs and stuff. And this obviously is my navigation. And again, navigation is there. Very easy if you're driving, you get to see it in the screen without looking over there or there. It's just over there. So I think it's a better place to put compared to other solutions that we have, unless it's HUD. But HUD, hit or miss. Okay, beautiful stuff. On this side, obviously, next track, previous track. This is your like a star button. You can actually program this for other stuff. It's in the old Audi and it's still here and here in this one. Call, and this is your voice recognition. On this side, you've got things like your cruise control. Okay, and you have got your, this is your lane departure. So if you press this button over there, it gives you your lane departure warning and assistance. Okay, what else? Headlights automatic or not, as you can see here. You can zoom in. Okay, over here a lot of the old Audi stuff is there, because I know it's all new, it's different, but I think the culture, the system, or the design, or it's still there. It's very Audi-ish. You've got a nice Alcantara material over here. You hear that? Beautiful levers. These are like a button operated. You press a thing there, it opens up. Very easy to open. Okay, lock, unlock, and you've got your toggle switches there. Kit lock for the rear, and obviously open your rear boot. A lot of space down there. I think it's enough. They can't put bottles there, but enough to put stuff in, and it's actually padded, so things don't actually roam around. They made no sound while I was driving this car. It's automatic, so it's a pedal, 1 and 2, and inside you've got this. I think the Taycan, they had like a lever which sticks out. Here, this is it. So you can just go there and just say drive, or you can just go parking. This, I feel, it's a better system compared to what they did with the Taycan. Over here, your drive select, you can select your drive modes, and you've got things like comfort. Let me give you a better, bigger view. Comfort, dynamic, individual, and the same thing that you see here, it's also on this side. So if I pick here, it'll tell me individual, efficient, comfort, dynamic. I find comfort is the best, even for spirited driving, because it gives you kind of a good feedback. So I actually quite love the comfort setting on this more than dynamic. Dynamic feels like an EV car, and that's where I want to get into. The Audi e-tron GT has managed to do something which most EV cars couldn't. most EV cars feel like an EV car. You press a button, it just pulls and just annihilates you. This one, I was driving the car, and more often than not, I was driving within that 25% power range. I'll show you this. Do you see on top there? It tells you the power range. Yes, I was driving to 0 to 25, and it felt very, very sufficient to drive around town, just up to here. Only when I was trying to push the car hard, I actually got it up there a little more. But it's so powerful that you'll never hit 100%. Honest to God, unless you're doing like a lift off or like a drag race or something like that, you know. Over here, I didn't like the touchscreen on the Audi before, but this one has got a slight angle to it, to this side, the driver's side. So it's not too bad, but this is very similar to what they had in the earlier Audi, in the C7, sorry, C8 and stuff. So familiar stuff. Okay, easy to use, not a problem. You've got a little pocket here to put stuff in. Okay, but over here is where the phone is supposed to sit. So if you can see there, Bowser's logo is there. You put your phone in there, and that's for you wireless charging. And you've got USB-C down here, as well as over there. Can you see that? Let me have this zoom for you. 1 second. Yeah. So if you're sitting, what you do is, this is where you actually put it. So in all fairness, this is actually a 4-seater vehicle. Someone could sit in the side there, but on the center there, but I would say this is a proper 4-seater. The seats themselves have got this pattern there, which I love the whole RS and feel to this car. This is not an RS obviously, but almost hexagon because there is no breakage there. But this is actually quite nice, makes the car look modern. Again, Alcantara, again, black interior, makes the car look way more premium. And what else? Just well built and well put together. In the back, you've got this smaller space over there. Okay, now it does slope up in the back, but if I were to show you my sitting position, 1 second, let me just get to the back. That's me getting in the back. And once on the back, as you can see there, ample amount of space, no issue whatsoever. Even legroom is totally fine. Seats are a bit upright, so I don't know. Is this a luxury family sedan? I don't think so. I think it's a GT Cruiser. I think it's meant for guys who want to go on long drives, weekend drives. Not the direct family car replacement, but I would say something that someone like me might even consider.